Dah, jangan pakai itu lagi. Dah. We will invite the first speaker from the government team. Time is yours.
Hi guys, I'm the first speaker from the government team, and I would like, and we would be debating about this situation that happened. Let me tell you what the actual situation actually are. It is about a man who basically has two lives. A man who lived his whole life with two kids, with a family, basically a happy life. But he got into a terrible accident when he went to vacation when he was alone. But while he was basically having holidays, he had an accident basically, and he suffered a permanent amnesia and goes missing for years. And then a few years later, his friend basically found the new the guy who was missing named Jeff. Well, and he found out the Jeff already had a new family. He basically and his friend basically tried to reintroduce him to his old life. And to the memories that he left behind. He simply refused to be reintroduced to his old life. And we as the government has actually created a new technology, a pill basically, named Rememo, which could actually return the old memory that people has lost from amnesia. And we, the government, believe that we should, for the good of Jeff himself and his families, we would actually forcibly return his memories, even though he doesn't want to. You see, this pill is called Remember. Is scientifically proven to be very, very effective. It actually works in a matter of seconds, and all of your memory will come flooding back. There is many things that should be clarified as of the stories, as of what we mean by happy life from his older life, his life. When he was back in the days, he was basically having an ordinary life, just a normal person. That is what is considered to be a happy life here. And his new family now, his family doesn't have a kids whatsoever as of we've seen today, and he you could consider it to be a happy life since the man is basically filthy rich right now. And with this technology, we would like to return his memories, and as would link back to my as I would like to put a new argument forward as of why we should forcibly return his memories. It's that he should weigh his option through his old memory. As of what I mean by that, okay, listen, the man basically was put a conclusive fact that he doesn't want to be reintroduced. But that was when he only has the new memory, just the memory of his new family that he has created, a new life that he has created. But he basically has no memories of the past life that he had before. You see, as a government, we are not actually trying to force the man to actually come back to his old family. No, we are not trying to actually forcibly tell him, go back to your old family. We're not telling them to do that at all. We are telling him to weigh the option with the old memories of him, with his old family, and the new memories of him. He could basically weigh the fact which one is a better option for him to actually choose from. And according to his friend, Jeffrey, his friend Jeffrey here, right, told us that he is a very wise man. Jeff is a very wise man, so hopefully he will take the right step forward. You see, with any, there is actually 3 options that he could take. Just go with the new family, go with the old one, or go with both. You know, any outcome of this wouldn't actually be bad or good in the same way. Like, there's always a pros and a cons in it. As of what I mean by that, like, what I mean by that is that like if you go with a new family, you would actually, you know, you're already having a new life. You could actually just keep building on what happened before, or the old life and just forgetting about the what happened you know, after the accident, and actually going back to your life with all of your 2 children that you need to actually provide for, are basically responsibilities for the for the families back in the days, as responsibilities would be fully covered by my second speaker, Farid. And the second option is to actually take both of the families. It basically has the pros and cons, and the pros and cons are basically, you know, you're going to basically connect both sides of you that you lost before. It's you actually you're actually reuniting. You could have both responsibilities for both, as my second speaker would further cover. You would actually be responsible for both sides as that has happened before. And with the memories of the old one actually back to your memories, with those memories you could outweigh and you could come to a very far more conclusive, as of why you chose a specific ways and direction that you chose it. And as I further highlight, the new direction any direction that you can take by outweighing the experience you have between the old and the new. And that is why I believe that we should forcibly return Jeff's memory. Thank you.
Who is Jeff?
The first speaker from the opposition team, time is yours.